Proved to be Australia's most successful Olympic campaign since Melbourne in 1956, overall our results in track and field were disappointing. But as Matthew Brooks reports, encouragement rather than criticism will lead to future success.
Out of 172 countries competing in Barcelona, Australia finished 10th overall with 27 medals. Not a bad effort when considering our population and lack of international competition. Even better was the fact our medals were spread across 10 sports. However, track and field proved to be one area where success was scarce, a situation which Neil King, the General Manager of Athletics Australia, found frustrating.
Well, I guess in the end we were a little bit disappointed that the true results weren't reflected in medal counts or finalists, but we're fairly pleased that a young bunch of athletes gained a great deal of experience.
But with people wanting to know why our 38-member track and field team could produce just 2 bronze medals, with only 8 producing a personal best, changes will have to be made.
Coaching, the selection criteria, the administration, the preparation, the domestic competition and the international competition.
But rather than being overcritical, the aim must now be to develop a policy of encouragement, thereby giving the athletes confidence and a stronger belief in their ability to succeed.
The kids that we had over in Barcelona were of average ages of 22 and 23. So we have to have patience with our athletes and just make sure we present them with the best opportunities over the next 4 years.
And in the final day of competition at the Olympics, Australia's men's water polo side finished with a 1-goal win over Hungary. The Aussies trailed by 2 goals at one stage before fighting back to win at 9-8, finishing in 5th place overall. Spain and Italy fought out the water polo gold medal, but the real battle was taking place poolside as rival coaches exchanged blows. The Italians finally won 9-8. And in boxing, Cuba maintained its domination, with Beledo Mendez taking out the gold by beating Nigerian David Igbeneghu. Matthew Brooks, 7 Nightly News.
And here's how the medal table looks at the conclusion of the Games. The unified team a clear winner, with the USA, Germany and China next. Cuba, with 7 gold medals in boxing, soared into 5th position, while Australia finished 10th with 27 medals.
Thank you, Jared.
This is National 9 News with Brian Naylor.
The Olympic City says its proud goodbye, and the sports people of the world promise to gather again in Atlanta. Good evening. The Barcelona Olympics are over, coming to an end with celebrations as spectators, a gruelling marathon in torrid conditions that proved too much for Australians Rob de Castella and Steve Monaghetti. Tim Sheridan begins our report.
With shadows cast by a still biting sun, the best field in history went as a pack, with Rob de Castella and Steve Monaghetti comfortable.
Steve Monaghetti at this point is in a very, very good position.
World champion Taniguchi fell and lost a shoe getting a drink. From the 33-kilometre mark, the contenders were suddenly reduced to 2. In the red, Korea's Wang Young-cho with Japan's Korichi Morishita on the nightmarish 4-kilometre climb to the stadium.
This is torture.
The Korean decided to give Morishita's legs a downhill test.
Wang has got the break.
At 22, he was one of the youngest winners in history. The irony that when Japan occupied his country in 1936, Korea's only other winner ran as a Japanese.
He celebrates and Korea celebrates.
Wang was then stretchered away. Rob de Castella finished a brave 26th in his 4th Olympics, a distressed Monaghetti in 48.
I said I'd retire if I'd won. I think I'll retire now anyway.
Tim Sheridan, National 9 News.
Bronze.
At the final event of the Olympics, the marathon proved once again to be the ultimate test of stamina. Australia's Steve Monaghetti limped home in 48th place behind the winner Korea's Wang Young-cho. He declared he will never run a marathon in such conditions again. Veteran Rob de Castella fared a little better. He was 26 but spent the following hours on a drip.
A lot of pre-race talk centred on the long, steep hill at the end of the course, but Steve Monaghetti was always wary of the sauna of a Barcelona afternoon.
It's de Castella, still going along pretty good.
Water became crucial to the outcome, and, as in the women's event, it brought about the downfall of the race favourite. When world champ Hiromi Taniguchi slowed at a water station, another runner trod on his foot, taking his shoe off.
There's Taniguchi, the world champion, going down.
It came off again later, and he could not keep up with a breakaway by Korean Wang, Mexican Cerron and another Japanese runner, Morishita. They shared the lead for several kilometres before Huang took off.
What a great moment for him. He celebrates and Korea celebrates. 2:13.23. Huang, the winner of the gold medal.
The 22-year-old beat Morishita. Stephen Freigang of Germany won the bronze in a late charge. The shoeless Taniguchi finished 8th. De Castella finished 26th, his feet soaked in blood. He was taken away in a wheelchair and fed intravenously for an hour. Moneghetti